Alright, my interest in jet engines. This is the flip phone that I had when I went to Virginia. The one that Alicia changed my number from this over to Natalie's broken phone. The one that she gave me for my birthday. Um, Contacts. Contact list. The first one on there, the first number is Aerodrome Aeroplanes. My friend Alex, Allison Transmission, they made the engine the Allison 250. It went into the OH-6 helicopter. There's two of them in the Bell Jet Ranger helicopter. Alicia, Amanda, Amy, Andy, and B, Becky, Boeing Corporate, Bo, Kim, Maggie, Brandon, Bree, Candace, CF Church, Chelsea, Chris, Crystal, David, Ed, GD, Jerem, Hans, Jamie, Jay, alright. Labor Ready. You know who hooked me up with that job? Alicia did. That's no joke. There's Maddie. There's Peaches, Laura, Mahalia, Mike, Mobley, Moose, Natalie, Neil, Nicole, Ogre, Patty, Rachel, Rico, Rory, Russell, Sage, Sam, Shauna, Horsky. Part of my trip there, I wanted to stop in Kansas at Aerodrome Airplanes, a few other places, show them some of my ideas about, well, a lot of different things. Only things that I had functional that worked. That's why I had pictures of my jet engine, my Pulse Jet, the first one I made out of garbage. While I was in Virginia, I took pictures of that next to my car while it was parked behind the Cricket store. Vico Construction. There's Teresa, my old babysitter. Work. Will the Hero. Will the Hero. That's the officer I was telling you about. The one that told me that Natalie's email was real. He's the one that verified it. He used to be an officer. He lost his job because he arrested his partner for being a stalker. His partner had the charges dropped, and Will lost his job. Now he works as an internet investigator for them. When I went to Virginia, I didn't just go there to rescue people. I went there because I had some great ideas. A lot of you probably don't know I tried to get into the Navy. I was denied, obviously. ADHD, Tourette syndrome, obsessive compulsive disorder, social anxiety disorder. I mean, the list goes on. So yeah, they weren't going to let me in. But Norfolk, Virginia, that area, the Tidewater area, is so rich in American history, naval history. Matter of fact, the battle that won the war for our independence was at Yorktown in Virginia, in the Tidewater area. Matter of fact, it's the mouth of the Chesapeake. This is an area that was rich in one of my favorite subjects growing up, and that was history. American history was really important to me. But I didn't just study American history. I studied world history, different cultures. When I made my first pulse jet, I came across the steam pulse jet on accident. I mean, I had it as an idea, but I wasn't really sure how well it was going to work. And when I squirted a little bit of water inside of that thing and it broke the chain and took off, I realized I was onto something. I'm not interested in killing people. I'm interested in saving lives, and there are a lot of civilian applications for the engine that I designed because of its power to weight. Unfortunately, because of its power to weight ratio, it is also something that will likely excel at being used to propel weaponry, automated weaponry, RC weaponry, drones, whether they're manned or not. I mean, that's the thing with technology, you know, when the first guy came up with a sword, he realized he could kill a lot of people. First guy who made a gun realized he could kill a man with a sword from a distance. The first guy to start firing rockets, same thing. Airplanes. I mean, all these things that, you know, could be used for peace, we created and immediately thrust them into war. That seems to be the only way that people will spend money, is for killing. The reason I had those phone numbers in my phone is because a lot of those people are in that area. Lockheed's in there. I mean, there's a lot of different people in here. When I was in California, I thought about going down to Lockheed. I was pretty sure that with the security clearance they likely require to get through the fence, well, they would probably tip off to every warrant I got and arrest me immediately. But I designed a lot of things. And although I've designed weapons in my head, it's not their purpose as a weapon. It's, I look at something and I think, how would I do that? And then I look into how they did it, see how close we are. You know what I learned? I'm a pretty smart feller. So, one thing you can't call me is a traitor. We the people are my people. Not they the government, not they the police. See, here's the thing. I'll hold a door open for anybody, even an officer. I always hope it's a good officer. I always say that to myself in my head. And every time, regardless of the fact that I've been through hell at the hands of the police, every time an officer dies, I feel bad. I think to myself, you probably had a family. The moment that officer takes off a badge, he's in my jurisdiction. He is under my protection. If you attack him in front of me, yes, I'll defend him. Not because he's off duty, but because he's a civilian at that point. He's just like you and me. It's not okay to assault people. It is always okay to defend yourself. And when you say you should mind your own business, I say to you, if we minded our own business, we wouldn't be a country. If we did what we were told, we'd still be British. Write that down. We the people means all of us. Black, white, orange, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, or violet. Male, female, both or neither. I don't care. We're all people. This is our planet. We only got one of it. And we need to stop pretending that 0.0002% of the population owns it all, because they don't. They're wasteful on resources. You know how many resources it takes to get one piece of lumber to a lumber yard? How about you learn to use a saw, you learn to use an axe, and you be less wasteful, because you can go out there in the woods and waste a lot less than they do. For a lot less money and a lot less time. Once you learn how to do it, it's easy. Quit psyching yourself out and telling yourself it's too difficult. 150 years ago, your granny and grandpappies, great-grannies and grandpappies, had to do it that way.